Long count to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat pack in the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, but when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Can y'all hear my song?
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes.
Hold on, they could have stopped.
Longing to stray.
My bad. I had to let that cook for a little bit. Yeah! Welcome to the Basement Sports Network. Hey, I was about to call it something else. I ain't had nothing to call it. I'm your host, William A. Shepherd, and I'm joined today by my boy Sheltman. Sheltman, how you doing today?
Smells like a little stink. Might be my son's diaper, but it could also be the New York Knicks. It's always a good night when the Heat beat the Knicks for sure, and we will be talking about that for at least 30 minutes minimum, possibly more. We'll see.
Yeah. So also want to welcome both the members of the Kane Gang. We're gonna start with my partner in crime. I'm assuming that's who that is. Is that Kendall?
Yeah. Mark.
Oh yeah.
Camera in front. You know.
Come on now.
Shout out Ricky J. Martin for pulling up, man. But
Shout out to Ricky. Hey, and speaking of Ricky, the last member of the panel today. Hey, Ricky, you are the resident poet, but I got a surprise. I got a poem for you today. Huh? You like that? I got a problem. You want to hear my poem, Ricky J. Martin?
Whatever, just whatever.
Fuck the Yankees. Fuck the Mets. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck the Jets. Fuck the Rangers. Fuck the Islanders. Fuck, I forgot the rest of it. But fuck all of them. Fuck is you talking about? Ricky! Hello, Richard J. Mark. Welcome to the fucking panel. You can start the show today. Give me your thoughts on your bum-ass secondary franchise today.
Still a better market.
Shut up!
He comparing Aldi to Wegmans.
He getting his wins off. I like it. He finding that silver lining.
He knows about to get fried. Now go ahead, Ricky. We'll start with you today. You feel free to talk about this wonderful event that we just got the pleasure of witnessing.
I mean, guys just didn't play. They didn't perform the way they were supposed to, and it's been like that for a couple of days now. The performance has not been performancing, and came into Miami against an inferior team and couldn't deliver.
Didn't
they
look
lost to the
inferior to me
Spurs.
tonight. I just want to put that out there.
I mean, hey, even the
Look
Pistons
far and away superior. Let's be real. I mean, y'all made it cute.
Pistons.
They made it cute at the end. I ain't gonna hold you. You made it look real cute at the end. But I mean, that inferior thing, we can workshop that. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just been whatever. Like it's just been it's been a tough few days, tough few weeks. You know, just
13 and 14 since January.
yeah. Thank you for that, Kendall. Appreciate that. That's
You welcome.
it's very astute. Yeah. You know, we're still a top 4 team in the East. Home court
Hey.
advantage.
Small wins.
Come on
Market.
now. You know what I'm
Ticket
saying?
sales. Spike Lee.
You feel me? You feel me? Frank Sinatra.
New York.
That man
Teenage
been dead
Mutant
20
Ninja
years.
Turtles?
Nobody worried about Frank Sinatra.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
You know, like
Miles
Aki way.
Morales.
The Aki way. You know what I'm saying?
that's still my
Hats
blood.
on the
though.
bodega cheese.
You feel me?
Tim's?
Hey, Tim.
Fisher. Got an attitude, but a bit of a
Hats that people wear like this. Yeah.
Surrounded by weirdos, just like
Correct.
I
Actually.
don't even. I
3
don't
foot
Potholes,
sewer
potholes.
rats. 3 foot sewer rats.
The Jewish
Yeah.
people underneath the apartment buildings.
Cook.
Free Palestine.
Yeah.
On God.
Horrible traffic.
I mean, yeah, but I it took me 2 hours just to get here from Coral Gables.
We do not care.
Talk
Thank you,
about-
David Sasson, with the $5 dono. He said Tyler Hero
Being
is
a
Jack
local.
Harlow with Boris Diaw bag and the health of Stephen Hawking. Wow.
That's really, really disrespectful to Stephen Hawking. One. Boris
He was on
Diaw-
Epstein Island, so Tyler.
I have seen Boris Diaw do some disrespectful things to the Miami Heat organization. Therefore, I will say we must respect.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Tyler Hero doing some pretty disrespectful things to the Miami Heat right now.
South Florida's always going to be the 6th borough. It don't matter.
It ain't. It's not even close.
We don't want to be a borough. You
No,
guys have
thank
rats on purpose.
Ew.
Y'all
Brother.
throw rats on your ice rinks.
Thank you, James Todd, for the $5 dono. He said half a game back of the 6 seed and 2 back of the 4 seed. Got to keep winning, and hopefully teams in front of us lose some games. One of those teams in front of us, the Indiana Pacers, is a team that the Miami Heat will get the opportunity to play. The 76ers, the team directly behind us, is a team that Miami will get the opportunity to put some separation between themselves in the next game. So
Broadway.
these next 2 games,
Travis.
these next 2 games are huge. I mean, this game not so much. We didn't really care. We knew the outcome of this game before it even tipped off. Now that you got that bullshit Aki analysis, let's get to some real nigga talk. Kendall, we're gonna start with you, bro. Give me your thoughts on the game.
Friday 2, Royal A. Shepherd, Alex Sheltman, and New York J. Mark. Am a poet, and I have a poem for you, and it's called
Oh man,
JB in the Low Tolerance. Jalen Brunson, for you cook amongst many, for you score high totals, but when you see High Smith, you are high shit. Clamping me, oh, clamping me. I try to get to my midi for the length and the arm length of High Smith. Gave me so many problems. For Scary Terry, got it spooky against me. He bust my ass like Stephen Curry. I look like Manu Ginobili if he didn't have a left leg. JB, oh JB. My thoughts on the game was what in the fuck got into Terry Rozier and Haywood Highsmith off Terry Rozier game as well. Overall game. And there was some shit in there that I did not like, but it looked a little ways, boy. And I'll tell you, for he who will not be named tonight. But defensively, him and Haywood Highsmith, what they did the Jalen Brunson game, like I'm dead ass shocked like that happened. Like it's like as if Haywood Highsmith like just learned like I got to keep my arms back, but I can move in front of him and just contest his shot. And the only time like he even fouled him, Jalen Brunson like pushed off on him, and so he grabbed his arm for getting pushed in the chest. But it was a great game for Terry Rozier, Jalen Brunson. Like what I saw from them guys. I like what I saw from Jimmy earlier. Set the tone, but then Terry Rozier got hot, and for whatever reason, Butler man did Butler things, and yeah, I don't know. And shout out Kevin Love. Kevin Love looked good too coming back.
So to start, so I think Jimmy kind of set the tone on Jalen Brunson early in the game. Like
No,
he
I don't
started
think
off.
so.
Jimmy was guarding him at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he set the tone all right. Spo changed the fucking assignment because Jalen Brunson for like the 8th game in a row, dating back to the playoffs, was frying his shit. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Out of all the people in the starting lineup, I think I would prefer Jimmy to be the one to start on Jalen Brunson.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna be out there, and especially you of all people, who don't guard the best player on most nights for the most part, you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta stunt.
Yeah.
You gotta stunt when you out there. I get it. Dan the Film Jet with the $5 don't know. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. Said, hey Ricky, just like the Lion King once said, can you feel the love tonight? Of course you don't. You root for Scrubs. Yes, he does. James Todd with the $5 don't know. He said, also, I just saw we play Houston on Friday before the Pacers game.
Yeah.
That 11-game win streak is over, brother. But no, I think we play Philadelphia before we play Indy. I don't know. Don't worry. We'll get to it next. Shelton?
Sure, depending on the contents and if I have time. I'm down.
You get to use your best Terry Rozier meme.
That is not my meme. I admire works of art.
You posted it. Shelton.
It's yours.
I was hacked, Metro Boomin.
Shelton, let me hear your thoughts on the game, bro.
Yeah, this should have been a bigger blowout. I thought the Knicks were ass pretty much all game, and then the Heat just let them get back into it. To Kendall's point a little bit, like Terry, since he kind of got here, has like upped his defensive game way more than anyone I think was expecting. I was always someone that like thought that Terry could be a better defender than what he's shown in the past because he has black lateral movement, as Royal likes to proclaim. But he had no reason to actually try on defense, as a member of the Hornets because the Hornets fucking suck. So now that he's like in a role where he can excel at other things, if his shot's not falling or if tonight's just not his night to be the guy, which tonight was his night to be the guy, he's shown that he's capable of defending, and I think they're going to need that going forward because this team at the guard position defensively is ass. And I hope we do see more of that, from Terry as the playoffs roll around here. But the Bam and Jimmy, usually when they play like this, they fucking lose. So I'm glad that other people were able to step up. Highsmith, I know Royal don't want to talk about it, but he was pretty good. He was pretty good. I'm not a Highsmith fan myself.
Yeah, y'all talk about him how you want to. I won't talk about him. Yeah, I have
fair enough. But I mean, it was an overall decent game. People love to talk about how we're always hurt all the time. The Knicks are more hurt than us currently, but I don't give a fuck. I hope they stay hurt. Fuck the Knicks.
Correct.
Yeah, fuck them.
Correct. Fuck the Knicks. Let's stick with Terry Rozier for a little bit, though, because he was obviously the best point guard on the floor tonight. Richard, let's talk about Terry Rozier being a better player than anything that your pathetic franchise put out there tonight. Talk about his game tonight, what he was able to do that made him so effective against the New York Knicks, bro.
My name's not Richard.
The Knicks are also not a real NBA team yet. We have to sit here and talk about them. Go ahead, though. Talk about Terry Rozier, Richard. Ricky.
It's better.
Richard.
I mean, he had his one good game out of every 10, so whatever.
Yeah, last game, be respectful.
I mean, that's cool. Performed well against a depleted guard rotation defensively. He's not going to do anything in the playoffs, though. He doesn't know what that is.
Niggas missing and Anunoby, and that's it.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson. And
he guard wings.
Oh,
Mitchell Robinson played, and he is not a guard. This is unlike you to not be on your shit.
It's still Knicks in 6, though. I'm just saying. They lost.
We saw no
people lose. Teams lose games. I don't know what to tell you.
We saw no evidence of Knicks in anything tonight, huh? We saw a whole lot. We saw a whole lot of Heat in 5 out there.
That's regular season.
That's what it looked like to me. Heat in 5.
Oh, y'all got that switch?
We don't, but
Ricky, y'all got that switch?
I don't know what you mean by switch.
Y'all can flip the switch. You said it's the regular season.
Oh, well, I guess we'll have to find out. Come see me in the playoffs.
We did last year.
Come on. And saw you, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, what happened?
Just passing through.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? On our way to bigger and better things.
Nice tune-up.
Yeah, like getting dicked down by a Serbian.
Well, y'all didn't even get the chance to play no foreigners, did y'all? That's crazy.
Same hell. Same hell.
So
I just took longer to do it.
Terry Rozier has strung together back-to-back games in which he's kind of found his place as one of our initiators, creators, like hubs offensively. Talk about that, bro. Like, what is he doing differently now, or how has he been able to make his game more efficient and just kind of like have this mini offensive explosion?
And that nigga just, he just on an NBA heater right now. That's spanning multiple games, much like Haywood Highsmith. But Terry Rozier is just like, he in the zone right now, bro. Like, his 3 has been falling. This think
is nothing like Haywood Highsmith. This is good.
Oh no, the process. No, I'm talking about the result of the ball going in the hoop. That's all. Like that is literally all I'm talking about when it comes to Haywood Highsmith. That nigga is smelly, but Terry Rozier is too to me for the most part. I'm not gonna hold you. But he's dead ass made he's 17. No, he's 19 of 32 from 3 the last 3 games. He shot 10, 11, and 11 threes. Like, just keeping it real in perspective. He on an insane heater, bro. And the way he's doing it, he's playing Charlotte Hornets hoops, and all that shit that they were saying, like when he got here, and not they Spo, multiple roles. Like, that nigga is not no multiple roles player. He is, let me try to gun it and shoot it and make these shots. No, we don't, Justo. And I'm Justo, stop. He's not a multiple role. He's a gunner. He's a 6-man who happens to start for us. And yeah, bro, and when his shot is not falling, he will try to distribute the ball and he can still get to the rim. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But he just on a heater right now, bro. And you just gotta walk with it. Like, you just gotta take it for what it is, appreciate it, and just let it rock.
Yeah, bro. Like, I agree with you 1,000%. When he first got here, we used to call him like Black Tyler Herro. Like, obviously he's a little bit better than that, but like, he is still like of that ilk where you're gonna have games like this where he has like offensive explosion.
He literally playing just like he was literally playing just like him. Like, The amount of times that pocket pass to Bam was there that he just said, "Hell no,
Fuck
fuck it,
that.
I'm shooting this bitch," and it was going in. It went in at a higher clip than we used to when we see that type of ball. I'll say that much. And that's been like 2 games in a row now. So it's like you walk with it. But late in the game, you saw the level and the disconnect between Terry and Tyler. No, disrespect. I don't care. Where Terry won't just keep trying to force the issue, I would say. Like, it got to one time when it was obvious. It was like, bro, you got to make that pass. He made the pass. Bam made the shot. It's good basketball to close out the game, which we haven't seen.
He also got us to the point where it's like, shouldn't he have the ball more in this situation? Like, where it's just like, because he wasn't, like, to your point, like, he wasn't dominating the ball. It was Jimmy kind of going out there fucking up shit, which is an entirely different story. But it's kind of like he left moments where you still wish he had the ball a little bit more. Shelton, I want to hear your thoughts on Terry Rozier's game after this. Don't know from Mendoza Ismail with the 234. That's an interesting number. He said no Bam 3 tonight, but how about 2 for 30? Number 2 for 34. Ah, okay, I get the donut now. But yeah, that's smart. But yeah, shout out to Terry Rozier, bro. But yeah, go ahead.
I don't get that. Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Terry Rozier is number 2. He had 34 points. So Mendoza gave us 2,034 points.
Hell no. Run that up, man. No.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of felt reminiscent to a Tyler game the way Kendall was saying, but he only shot the ball 15 times. It's just that everything was going in. When's the last time you seen Tyler shoot the ball 15 times and make 10 of them? I mean, it's a completely different dynamic. I know he didn't really like feed off the pick and roll until like the end there, but it just feels like a completely different roster. And I think someone mentioned it in the comments like a little bit ago. You have to bring him off the bench at this point, right? When he comes back, like
Tyler,
like yeah, like you. I feel like you don't have a choice. Like,
I feel like that conversation has been over now for quite some time. Like
it was just when Duncan got hurt. It was just like
if that would have gone on longer, yeah, yeah.
It was a race to see who got back first.
Yeah, for me, it's just like, I don't know. Everything just seems to be, even if they lose, it feels like a better product on the floor. It feels like a more flowing offense on the floor when it's the Terry Duncan duo rather than the Terry Tyler duo. It feels like Terry doesn't know where to fit into his spots when Tyler is next to him in that pair. And I honestly don't really want to see it that much going forward. In the playoffs here. So I hope, I would have liked to see a little bit more distributing from Terry, than he was tonight, but you're not going to get like a 10 of 15. When's the last time one of our guards went 10 of 15 for 34? Like the efficiency and high scoring just doesn't happen. It's either from Jimmy or Bam. And we need,
Dr. Robinson like that.
Well, he's on another tier. He has ascended. But
bullshit.
Not since he's been back. He has descended.
We don't give him all them things.
You're right. We have to bully Duncan Robinson back into his place so he starts shooting the lights out.
Activate that shit too.
That seems to be the formula.
If not, we activating the bully.
Yeah.
One quick stat I wanted to throw out since his name did kind of come up in the discussion here. Miles McBridge, whatever his name is, on Miles McBride on the Knicks.
Miles Morales.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't keep track of these guys. But he has more 25 or greater than point games in 2024 than Tyler Herro.
That's a great
You're welcome.
statistic. He lost tonight. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, he lost.
But he won, though.
But he did it, though, because Terry Rozier had more points. So Terry Rozier won.
Oh, that's nice. I don't mean that.
Just Terry Rozier had a better game than Miles McBride.
Not a better season.
He is having a better season.
Yeah, he's definitely having a better season than him.
Miles McBride isn't like a real starter. He just kind of like
I honestly typed his name on my note here, Miles McBridge, because that's what I thought his fucking name was.
Who gives a motherfuck what his name is? He plays for the fucking Knicks, which means it's irrelevant. Yeah, you're right, Kendall, in the comment section, because there is something like talking about this game individually. Cool, we would do the same song and dance, but I think we're getting some greater implications based on like as we head towards the edge of this season. And one of those things being kind of like the rotational minutes between Haywood Highsmith, Caleb Martin, Jaime Jaquez. Ricky, they told you to stop smiling so much. Your whole room is blue and melancholy, and I really enjoy that. But I wanted to talk to you about kind of like this Hayward, Caleb, like Jaime trio. I don't feel like all three of them are going to play into the playoffs. And right now, Haywood is the one leading that group in minutes. If you see some kind of consolidation, is there like one of the three that feels like they're separating themselves in terms of gaining an actual rotation spot?
I mean, Haywood Highsmith has been doing well, but he's no savior. I mean, he's just having a good few days, good few games, a good few weeks. It's not going to last. I mean, when the playoffs come, we know Caleb's going to take up all those minutes, and that's pretty much going to be it. I mean, they're not going to completely bench Jaime, even though he only played 12 minutes tonight. That's just, we'll have to see how they perform in practice.
Pass me that pill.
Pass
me that rock, because I got
it. Fit like Ricky, with all due respect, it feels like they're trending towards Jaime being the third of three out of that. Like he feels like he's going to lose heavy minutes should Tyler Herro return. Jaime is kind of like my first candidate to just lose minutes entirely.
Man, Tyler ain't coming back. Y'all know that. He's just done. He's done for the season. He's never gonna put on a Heat jersey again, except to film another Jack Harlow black cultural appropriation music video again. Like
with some of the worst bars that you could ever hear in your life. Kendall, go ahead and take this live, bro. Of those three, which one of them do you see kind of minutes getting squeezed out here?
He was a good dude. GDU. He just got his bachelor's from UCLA. Well, he's working on his associate's degree at GDU University.
Come on now.
And he's about to walk the stage. Yeah, it's over. And I want it to be completely over when Tyler Herro gets back. That boy cannot score the basketball at the rate that he was doing earlier in the season. And it's because he hasn't improved as a spot up shooter is why I'm like, bro, like, no, you can't play, bro. Like there's no reason for him to play in the playoffs right now. As long as Haywood Highsmith is just making them threes, bro, Tyler Herro should play whatever minutes they give in the Jaime Jaquez. Like Tyler Herro should play over him because can easily just go in there and say, Tyler, you're gonna do what Jaime Jaquez does, and that means stand right there and don't you dare try to dribble that fucking ball unless you're trying to make an extra pass somewhere, which we know he ain't gonna do.
Okay,
but yeah, bro, like him not shooting corner threes and like not making them right now, like, bro, it sucks because he was playing so well, but right now I really can't find like his minutes should be predicated on the way Haywood Highsmith's shooting the ball, like literally, like,
bro, that should be
anything. It's insane to say, bro, but like I'm gonna check it right now. I'm looking since like the All-Star break. Jaime shooting 28%, 28.9% from three on 2.5 attempts. Like this team can't score the basketball. So
he's shooting bad on low volume. Like that's
right. And this team isn't good. And well, obviously this team isn't good on offense. And he doesn't make a substantial impact on defense like like a Jared Vanderbilt did for the Lakers. Like I'm just thinking of a guy who has no offensive game. Like Jared Vanderbilt had to play in the playoffs against the fucking Warriors last year. He was literally like he was the primary defender on Steph Curry. And they just had to fucking live with it on offense because his impact defensively was just that great. And right now, Jaime don't got that. So I really believe if he keeps struggling, and it's not like insane struggling, but it just gets clunky when he gets in there. And you can point straight to it that it's him. And like with Caleb developing like the ball being in his hands and him getting better with the ball in his hands, like it's not clean all the time, but Caleb has gotten better with the ball in his hands to where it's like, yeah, you kind of got to take Jaime off that and play Tyler. And yes, Raphael, a lot of things are predicated on matchups.
I don't think this is one of them.
Yeah, this isn't one. Scoring the basketball isn't predicated on matchup. And another thing, Jaime Jaquez.
No, I think he's talking about like he thinks Jaime Jaquez's minutes is predicated on matchup, but I don't think so. No. Like I think the difference will be in somebody like Kevin Love's minutes will be impacted by matchup. So you play in a bigger lineup, Kevin Love gets more minutes. Maybe Niko Jovic gets extended minutes, but like Jaime Jaquez is in direct competition with Caleb Martin and Haywood Highsmith, and right now he's losing.
I don't think he's in competition with Caleb. To be real with you,
for minutes,
I think Caleb like is solidified, like especially off of what he did last year. Like Caleb's always gonna. It's him and Duncan is like an on-off situation now. Like Spo might be racing them back and forth to like the sub table. In situations, but I can't see Jaime competing with Caleb or Caleb competing with Jaime because Caleb just way too consistent on defense. He makes an impact where Jaime doesn't.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Shelton, go ahead and jump in on the conversation, bro.
Oh, I wanted to slander Jimmy, but yeah, no, I agree. Jaime is the clear guy cut from those three. The only way I could see Jaime being kept in the rotation come playoff time is if for whatever reason Spo just completely loses trust in Jovic, which I've seen Spo do some weird ass shit before, so that would not shock me. But bro has been ass, like, and we tried to tell you, we fucking tried to tell you the whole year, do not gas this motherfucker up after a good October and a good November. Let him play his rookie year out, and we will see what he is. I did not want to dislike Jaime Jaquez. I still don't want to. But the fact that motherfuckers were in our face saying he's a future perennial all-star, the next pillar of the franchise next to Bam and Tyler, like get that shit out of here. He was good for 20 games, and he's been shit for the last 40. So I'm just saying 40 is greater than 20. He's been more bad than he's been good. Bro is shooting, like Kendall said, like 20% from three since January. Like he had 19 minutes last game. He had 12 minutes tonight. He had 13 minutes 4 games ago. His minutes are trending down. His play is trending down. He has not improved his game at all, really, since coming back from the injury. Yeah, people were calling him untouchable. People were literally saying he's untouchable in a trade for Donovan Mitchell or any of these other big star name people that we talk about frequently. You guys got to let that shit go. Like, stop putting these dudes on a pedestal after 10, 15, 20 games. Let them do it for 2 straight years. And if they're that good for 2 straight years, then you know, like, okay, this is a good player that I want to keep around for a while. You guys, like, I'm not saying anyone specifically, but the people that I'm talking about know who they are. And they want to just gas this shit up every single season. Next year, it'll be someone different. 2 years from now, it'll be someone else. It's getting exhausting at this point.
It'll be Bronny James, but it'll be justified.
Yeah, it'll be justified because we would get LeBron. But, like, let's not sit here and act like when we get Bronny James on this roster, he's going to be anything good. Like, that boy is going to be ass. But he will bring his dad, and we will be happy with that. But it's just got to stop. Like it's got to stop with the fucking, because part of me thinks that the front office reads the Heat fan base reaction, and they're like, oh, they really like Jaime Jaquez. We're not going to trade him now. We want to sell more jerseys. Oh, they really like Tyler Herro. We're not going to trade him now. We want to sell more jerseys. Like, no, you guys need to shut the fuck up.
Type beat.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up and and just let these people play.
Cruz, man, like this
He's
is
not
the
young.
this is the this is the dilemma that you have here. Because when it's happening in the opposite direction, when people are gassing him up, talking about he's a pillar of the franchise, you're not telling those people, get off of his shit then. No, you're right there hyping that shit up. So when
You're on his shit. You're real on his shit, doing tricks on it.
So when we come out on the other side of this, whereas he's not playing well now, and he hasn't been playing well for a while, and we told you then, like, we tried to warn your motherfucking ass, like, stop doing that shit. Like, stop gassing him up to be this player that you wasn't. That's cool, but don't come to us and tell us not to do this, bro, because we tried to caution against this. It's like, don't gas him up to something where we have to tell you the truth about who he is, and then eventually, like, now Spo is telling us the truth about who he is as a player right now and whether or not he's ready for playoff level competition. He was built to us as a ready-to-play now, a plug-and-play player, and that is not the truth. Like, it was at the beginning. It is not now. He has not evolved. Go ahead.
That's my biggest issue, because everyone sat here and said that this is a guy that's right out of college, 4 years, ready to help a playoff contending team right away. And there are players that are 19 that are better than him right now. And they've substantially grown throughout 60 games of an NBA season more than he has. And they're 4 years younger than him. So true. We got a dono from Amanda here. What's Jaime's ceiling? I guess I'll take that first. I said early on in his career that he was going to be like a Sean Marion with the Dallas Mavericks type shit, where he kind of can do a little bit of everything, not really great at anything, can kind of defend okay, can get you 14-ish points. That's what I think his ceiling is. I don't think he's better than that.
I like the Sean Marion thing. I think we can do better. Ricky is one of his more adamant supporters. Like, what do you think Jaime's ceiling is as a player? Like, really quickly. I want to get this.
Sean Marion at any stage in Sean's career. Sean Marion was an elite defender whom was responsible, whom was tasked from time to time with guarding LeBron James in the NBA Finals. Now we know that LeBron had his
what
own
other
issues
series
going
did he
on.
do that? Like, did he be elite defensively?
On Dirk Nowitzki on multiple occasions against the
and that nigga lost. So yeah,
I was talking Sean Marion specifically from the Mavericks.
Yeah, I think not before that. I think that's fair though. Like,
Sean Marion in Dallas is loads better than anything Jaime Jaquez could ever be.
I want to hear like kind of I kind of want to hear like where you're looking at
his ceiling.
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean.
And this isn't like a helpful exercise. I don't like to put a ceiling on people, but for the sake of the question,
honestly, I would say taking away the defense, ironically enough, I would say a poor man's version of Jimmy Butler. Considering
Jimmy Butler's better than Sean Marion.
Yeah, that's better than Sean Marion in Dallas.
Jimmy Butler's a better player than Sean Marion ever was.
No, I'm saying remove defense
from the other title. So
yeah, because look, I like the guy, but I can tell you. Yeah. He has moments where he just gets absolutely cooked on defense. And despite being a rookie, you can at the very least see what the blueprint of what he can become. Yeah. And for example, in many ways, it reminds me of a less pathetic looking Austin Reeves when Reeves is getting cooked on defense. Because when Reeves gets cooked, it is bad. It is bad. Like, it's like, oh my God, wow. Why is he out there by himself? It's like he's on an island. Why are they torturing him like this? Yeah, but I wouldn't. I mean, at the very least, offensive.
You think
23 what? 23 minutes?
Yeah, no, I don't think Jaime is like
that's all-star. His biggest fan. Shout out Just Bless.
Yeah, I don't think he's an all-star.
I respect it. He feels like he's got to be right on this.
Yeah, he got to stand 10 toes.
Karan
Butler vibes. Hell no, he can't shoot.
So before I go to Kendall, like. Just so people understand how I'm processing you talking about Jaime's ceiling, I view Jaime as what he is, which is a 4-year college player that came into the league, which means when he entered the league, he was already a lot closer to what he could be as a player than what you're imagining. So you can't look at it like some of these one-and-done players who come in as kind of like pieces of clay that can be molded. Like, no, his game has been refined to a level that those guys didn't have the opportunity to. And so, like, him being young is different than Tyler Herro being young. Like, he's 22 or some shit like that. Kendall, what's your kind of like ceiling outlook for when it comes to me?
To be honest, bro, I really that's just tough, bro. Like he doesn't. I don't see much for him. Like, and I don't want to sound like I'm hating, bro, but like it's just tough right now because I'm gonna be real. Like I ain't expect him to like be as good as he was, but once he showed me he was that good, I was like, okay, this is why they picked him. Cool, I can rock with it. But that's kind of like it's gone now. Like he doesn't make an impact on it no more. Like I don't really see Jaime like playing off ball as well no more. So it's like
You
the
mean
league
as
has
like you talk about like as an offensive player or as a defensive player? Because defensively
offense.
he's gotten way worse on
Oh,
offloading.
offense. Oh no, I'm just talking offensively because I'm gonna be real. I don't really think when people hype up players to me like the hype that they gave him, it was because he was a good offensive player. Like it's always because you could play offense, in my opinion. It's never because you're this like two-way like it's always a part of your game where it's like, okay, the Miami Heat will develop the rest of that. That's why they told Tyler Herro to think bigger than Devin Booker and more Klay Thompson, because they was like, we gonna teach you how to play defense and be an elite defender like Klay was in that era, which obviously did not happen, nor the offensive output. And Jaime, I think he's capped, bro. Like what you see right now, is what he is, and that's when he's on a terrible team. Like this is the best he can be on a bad team. He can be a better player on a contender team, a contending team with like real talent on it, not like the Miami Heat. Like the fact that the Miami Heat was like forcing him to like get the ball and like create offense, bro. Like he's not that, bro. He wasn't even that in college. Like he wasn't like the clear-cut best college player. Jaime Jaquez on a winning team is a 8 point per game. He's Caleb Martin, but a little bit better, with a cleaner game. That's what that's what he is. With a cleaner game offensively, but probably but a little bit worse defensively. He's like an 8, 3, and 2 guy. Like he isn't like anything more than that on a winning championship team. No.
I disagree. I think Jaime can be a double-digit scorer on a winning championship team. I think your overarching point is solid. I don't think he's like
When you
this
say double digits, what do you mean?
like 10 to 13-ish.
Okay, so
shit.
yeah, 10. So if you say 10, I can give you 10 to 11.
Yeah. Like, but I don't see him as like no number 1, number 2,
But you know how I look at
ever.
it in this inflated era, though. When you get to the playoffs, that 11 is going to become 7 and 8. So I look at it when you're competing for a championship level, not like in a regular season.
Okay,
like,
so you talk about peak competition, playoff type performance. Like, what can he offer us in those moments? And again, like I think when he's developed, like he can still offer you a bunch of things. Like, because like don't get it twisted. Like we fuck with Jaime on this network. Don't like we have like he's smart player, like understands things, but it's just like we also see the skill set or lack thereof in certain respects. And it's just kind of like we are going to have to work around that during his tenure year. Like the shooting is a problem. It's not like something that you expect to dramatically improve over the next year or so.
Like I don't think people be knowing how good players that they comparing this. Like a lot of our guys too, how good they really were. Like Shark just said, Jaime is Hedo Turkoglu without the 3-ball. Well, if you don't have a 3-ball, you're not Hedo.
You can't be Turkoglu, bro.
Yeah. He was literally one of the first like stretch fours like that kind of like
point guard. Like
he was
the point guard in Orlando.
Hedo Turkoglu was a number 2 option on a championship team.
When you take away a key aspect of their game that helps the rest of their game come into play, like that just defeats the purpose.
Also, just being honest, Jovic is closer to Hedo Turkoglu than Jaime is.
Honestly, yeah. Like as a stylistic thing,
stylistic type play. Like even
he might
just
be
overall skill set.
Maybe.
Doug Christie type. What you about to say?
I would take Sacramento Turk.
Hey, you might have just did something there, bro. For Jaime.
Doug Christie? That might not be bad. Like Doug Christie can be good. Like That's a good player.
Mm,
Like, that's a good player, a good, solid player, smart player who makes the most of the skill set that he has in order to be effective. Like, I think Jaime has that potential. I just don't know kind of
I mean,
like I don't.
philosophically fine, yeah, but they were
Yeah.
two
But like in
different players completely.
practically, like it's.
I mean,
I don't
he
know. I
averaged
don't know.
11, 4, and 3. That's what Doug Christie averaged. Jaime is like at 12 something and 3. Like,
How he
Larson, you
got
saying
those was different.
Jovic is more like Peja than Hedo?
hell no.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
Hell
Pedro
no.
was a 25-point scorer in this league at one point.
Yeah, like
Killer.
Peja was.
He can shoot
like,
that thing.
Yep.
Correct. But no, I wanted to bring a conversation that my brother was talking about with me during the game, because I make him watch Heat games sometimes. He was talking about how one of the things that he's noticing about Miami is that when games kind of get out of hand for them, like they lean into it defensively. And it's like, for what it's worth, that's what they had to do tonight when the offense went to shit. They just kind of leaned. That's why Hayward ended up closing the game. Haywood, however you say that man name. But like, he ended up closing the game because Miami leaned into kind of like the defensive identity. Is that something that we're looking? Is that something that we're looking for Miami to kind of latch itself onto? Because I know the offense is going to come and go, but the defense tonight at certain points was inspiring. So like, Shupman, are you expecting them to kind of like lean in that direction, or considering that they're going to start Terry and Jovic? Like, those are clearly more offensively focused players. You think Miami's going to go in that direction?
I just think history has shown us that they're going to lean into the defensive thing because their playoff blueprint is dragging better teams down into the mud with them, pulling them into the quicksand and trying to climb out on top of them. And that's what we've seen. Like, they did it with the Nuggets in the finals, and the Nuggets were a way better team, and the Nuggets were averaging 102 in the finals or some shit. Like, they brought the regular season scoring average down 10 plus points from the clear best team. And the pace, I mean, I think someone posted it today. The Heat's pace is like second worst in the league or some shit. They just, I don't see them ever being an offensive team that's going to get you 120 on any given night. If they do, a lot of shit has to go right, which, you know, it kind of did tonight. And you got 109. Like, you got a 34-point game from Terry Rozier. You still got 109.
Somebody tweeted earlier tonight, Miami was like far outplaying New York, and we were up by 10 points, and that shit made me so bad.
That's what it is. It's like it'll look like they are absolutely destroying the team, but because you don't put the ball in the hoop, it doesn't correlate on the scoreboard. So I just think they'll fall back into old habits where, you know, give the ball to Jimmy, everyone lock in defensively, and we'll drag the Bucks and the Celtics into a 95-point game aside in the fourth quarter. First one to 105 wins. Like, that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, I think I agree. The mud fight analogy is like, it's the most apt one. Like you're going to be in a mud fight with this team. Also, Locks the Ripper. Don't tell me how to do this. You sit here, you watch the show. I will tell the show where it is going. Okay, thank you very much, Locks the Ripper.
Keep God in your
Wait,
life.
well, hold on. Was that the rapper that I just saw in the comment section?
First of all, wait, is that it? No, that's those graphics are too detailed. First of all, Ricky, they don't know nothing about that. That's before their time. Okay, that's before they wasn't outside back then like we was.
I almost felt joy for a second. Excuse me.
What do you think they're gonna do, bro? Like, you think they're gonna lean offensive defensively moving forward? Because it feels like defensively is where they have the best chance, but offensively it seems to be kind of like the style that's supposed throwing out there.
I'm gonna be real with you, big dog. I don't even know what that means for this team, but what I do know is that starting lineup is that starting lineup. Caleb gonna play, Kevin Love gonna play, and everything else after that, whoever fighting for eighth, eighth is, I think it might be a 9-man this season. It's 8 is Tyler. I'll say that 8 is Tyler, and then Haywood Highsmith got 9. Jaime Jaquez is at 10 right now, and that 9 is, you battle for it. bro. Like whether it's an offense, it's shaky. Yeah, whether if it's offense or defense, bro. Like I'm dead ass. These niggas is stupid, bro. Like that lineup can end up being a fucking offensive lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like we can end up like against the Bucks, we score the basketball. Like we can score the basketball. Like the team things go right for us against the Bucks. It goes right for us for a good 3 games. Nice move. For 3 games against that was Zubac, yeah. Against the Celtics. Then you just got to get that 4th win. It's weird because they obviously trended. Bro, they were an offensive team when this shit started, which is why this conversation is fucking hilarious to begin with. The Miami Heat in 2019 and 2020 was a offensive juggernaut for what they had put together, like kind of on the fly, like lucked into Jimmy Butler, bro. Like, and they've slowly gravitated away from it. And then, like, to the point about Alex talking about being up 10 and it's so like we dominating, bro. Like, I think that's just a talent thing. That's like talent right there. And it's like they have to lean into defense. Those sorry motherfuckers who come in the game, like they have to be on their shit defensively in order to like make an imprint on the game, bro. And then it's like Bam minutes off the court just seems like they are in eternity. Like because when we do build leads, that's when the lead gets cut. So yeah, but I think like with Jimmy and Bam minutes going up in the playoffs, like we will have to worry about that less. But I don't know where they lean, bro. I just think this is a vibes thing at this point. It's at the end of the road. It's year 5, bro. They just going off vibes.
The boy say, glad I can help the basement. I'm just here to aim high and, of course, hit higher. We want to thank one of the sponsors of the basement, Aim High, Hit Higher Enterprises. My guy, DJ Dynamite, and the people over at Aim High, Hit Higher Enterprises are there to help you with all of kind of like your partying needs. You need DJ services. You need lighting services. You need anything like that to help your party go a little bit smoother. Make sure you contact my guys over there at Aim High, Hit Higher Enterprises. You can text them at 561-592 4146 or email them at jament@aimhighhithigher.com. Shout out to the Bloodline for coming through one time for the one time with the law. And we can also thank the primary sponsor of the Basement Sports Network, which is Simple Health Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, insurance does not need to be complicated. Make sure you email our guy James Pugh or give him a call today and tell him that the basement sent you. Email him at jpugh@simplehealthadvisors.com or give him a call at 321-345-7738. Again, that number is 321-345-7738. I was looking for the ad. This game was crazy. Fuck is you talking about?
Crazy easy.
It's light work. Fuck is you talking about? Bing bong. Fuck your life. Let's talk about the next game, even though this one is so much more fun to talk about right now. The Miami Heat will be taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Kyle Lowry, revenge game. You know what I'm saying? Ricky, the boy feeling good?
No, Embiid's back.
So he was tired when he was out there playing today. And Bam locked that boy up every time he play him. Shelton, the boy feeling good?
Yeah, I think they'll win this. If you are going to be in the building for that game, I better hear some loud boos for Kyle Lowry every single time he touches the ball or when he is announced or whatever. Do not give that man any fucking love at all. If you do, I'm calling you a fake fan. If you were happy with Kyle Lowry's tenure as a member of this franchise, fuck you. And yeah, Joel Embiid is fat, and Bam absolutely destroys him every time they play each other. So Heat by 11.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't go as far as say everybody who fucked with Kyle Lowry when I was here. Like, I'm a Giancarlo Novice fan. I fought with my boy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody may not, but that's y'all prerogative. I fought with him. He's a Kyle Lowry stan. And so, so shout out to Giancarlo. But not Kyle Lowry. Fuck him. I do not fucks with that boy at all. He's fat. Kendall, the boy feeling good?
I don't know yet, bro. I don't think so because Jimmy Butler, bro. Don't think. Wait, hold on. We got
You
breaking.
feel me? Never.
Wait, we got breaking news. This a cool photo of a father and son just hit the internet, and look at that. Look at that.
Isn't he adorable?
Look at him having fun with his dad.
Oh, he must look like his mama.
I don't know. That's a great picture, father and son. But yeah, damn Ricardo. But yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling good because Jimmy Butler, bro. Like,
we didn't get to him tonight.
Yeah, I know, but I am, bro. Like, you gotta stop with this, like, with this shit that you be on, bro. Like, and I know it's because you're not as the game is tougher for you, yes. But motherfucker, if that's the case, give the ball to the other player that's an all-star. An all-star. You need to tell that motherfucker, give me the fucking ball. Because, bro, like, it's no reason why Jimmy should have 17 points on a night like tonight. Not with the way he started, bro. And Bam had to.
He was doing so good, kiddo.
I know, bro. That's the frustrating part. He was playing like he had a point to prove, or some shit.
That comment came out that he do side quests during the regular season
that first quarter a side quest.
What are you doing? Oh, this fake.
I don't know what that's in regards to, but I agree. Yes, for first quarter was a side quest for him, and he passed the mission with flying colors because he put a stamp on the game and like on both ends, trying to guard Brunson, even though that didn't go well, but offensively too. And it was just like, what happened? It's like you get lost in the sauce or some shit. So he need to tighten up. But I do feel good now that I got that off my chest because we have the Embiid stopper. Even if Embiid goes for 40 on us and they win, brother, why would I not feel good about playing the 76ers? Those niggas ain't winning no title. Embiid is an idiot. He cost himself 2 years of his career when he already has a bad knees and shit for no reason. If this was next season and they had Paul George or something and they got hurt, I would understand it. Like, but now, brother, no, I don't get it. Not for Tyrese Maxey only. Third option Tobias Harris. We gonna win this game. Because that's just what we do. We weren't supposed to win this one. We beat a good, quote, air quotes, good team. Yeah, so we're gonna beat another. Well, they're not good. They worse than us. So yeah. And what's funny is, yeah, these niggas supposed to be a good team. They dead ass 2 games better than us. Them niggas. This league fucking stinks. Let me tell y'all. The NBA is fucking trash right now. Because there is no reason that the Heat should even be like sniffing the 4th seed. Like 39 starting lineups, bro.
Bro, the 3 seed is in play. Like, shit could get weird and they can end up the 3 seed somehow.
Like, there is no reason why we should be 2 games behind the fucking 4 seed. Oh yeah, and then the Cavs right there with 3. I don't think we'll catch them, but still, bro, like that should not happen. It's smelly as hell out here, bro. And the Heat ain't serious, and they could win titles. But that's a conversation for a playback. Ray Shepard will be hosting tomorrow. Let me lie.
Cook. You know what I'm saying? So in order to catch that, y'all got to make sure y'all subscribe to our playback. That's playback.tv/the Basement Sports Network. Become a member. Don't just go over there and look for when we live. Become a member, and you can set up notifications so that you can get notifications whenever we go live. Like Kendall said, tomorrow I will be going live on playback. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe over there too. I did have one more poem that I wanted to read before I gave you guys my prediction. New York, concrete jungles where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now I'm in New York. New York. New York. Doom, 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 doom. Little mama pose. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Good job, Ricky J. Mark. Take that. Take that. No Diddy. Yeah, y'all know where I'm at.
Was that a no Diddy?
But y'all already know. Like, y'all know where I'm at. We playing Philly. They started Kyle Lowry. The Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about? Easily.
Last time, huh?
Same way we did tonight, bitch ass nigga. We are going to blow them out.
Bing bong.
Bitch. The goddamn Bam Adebayo gives Embiid fits. No matter when they play, it's even worse when he's returning from injury. Tyrese Maxey, we're not going to be able to do nothing about that. But his backcourt mate is Kyle Lowry. Tobias Harris over me.
Hey, I think right there, big dog.
Over my dead body. I'd rather him not.
Tyrese Maxey versus Haywood Highsmith is a car crash collision that the world has been anticipating to see, and we know who tends to come out.
Bro, somebody said that Haywood Highsmith would be the key to a series versus the Boston Celtics. And I almost shit my pants, bro. Like, that shit is...
And they dead ass right. Because niggas need
How do we get here?
Play the video. Play the video, Justin.
Yeah, bro. It's over with, bro. Play it, Justin. Bye.
I'm going to Orlando this weekend.
We do not care. What? Justin ain't even paying attention.
Oh, yeah. We packing somebody up tonight.